Welcome back to T-Mez TV. We made it back to the races. We are wing racing, double duty tonight in the 305 and the 410. So we've been down here for a week now. I've been on the road for a week. Ran Knoxville last Saturday. We raced Thursday. Big crash. I'm sure you guys saw that. We got rained out last night, and so that really helped. Like, get my head right, you know, kind of my shoulders, my neck, bruises. I'm a little bruised up here. But before that happened, we went down to Bismarck, North Dakota, to one of our affiliate sponsors on the car, and Big Dog Distillery. They got a well, hey, I'm just gonna run the footage. Check this out. What's going on? We drove down to Bismarck, North Dakota, and we are down here at the Big Dog Distillery where they make alcohol. We're gonna come in here and check out. It's one of the BDS Motorsports sponsors. We're gonna go check these guys out, see what they got going on. It's a tiki bar, the Big Dog Tiki Bar, and we're here before hours, so we're gonna check out the distillery. And
T-Mez, how are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. What are you liking the distillery so far?
It is really cool. It's I've watched a little bit of you know, the moonshiner stuff, and this is a lot deeper than that.
Just a hair. We've got a few things going on. Let's tell people what we do here.
Okay.
Hi. We've got some mash tanks over here. You can see the stainless steel. Those are right around 1,500 gallons if we combine them. We make ourselves some mash of some moonshine mash. We might do a rum mash. And once that ferments out to what it's supposed to be, it'll turn itself into alcohol. We pump it over into the stills. We have 350 gallons of stills. You can see that we change them a little bit, our own little configuration. We use water-cooled condensers there, kind of unlike your moonshiners. Heat up the mash, give it a little bit of heat, a little bit of pressure, and we get alcohol coming out the other side. We've got a special treat for you today. We want you to take a look at a rum mash that we're doing right now. We did this just before you showed up. Check that.
Well, that smells like alcohol. It's actually bubbling.
We just put yeast in there about 2 hours ago, and that's yeast turning that molasses and sugar into pure alcohol.
Yeah, it smells kind of like beer, honestly.
Yeah, a little bit like beer,
Yeah.
a little bit like fruit.
Yeah.
About 7 to 10 days from now, we'll turn that into good, clear rum.
So this thing, it's not totally warm up here, but you can feel it's getting some heat down here. You're doing this. You're letting the vapors is what is
Yes.
what is actually the alcohol.
Yes, we're converting that liquid to a vapor, then back to a liquid. So we'll squeeze the alcohol out of that liquid, turn it into a vapor, and then condense that back into a liquid for alcohol for you to enjoy.
Yeah. Check out this line of rum. All made right there.
And we've actually got some 4 and 5 year old aged rum in bourbon barrels. Really good stuff, really good.
All right, so let's check out his lineup. He's got rum, he's got moonshine, he's got bourbon. Let's talk to the man.
All right, let's talk about what we do here. We've got a silver rum, a spice rum. This is our bourbon barrel aged rum, cinnamon rum, coconut rum, coffee rum, apple moonshine, of course, you have to have that, and blueberry moonshine, which is really cool, is that the blueberries are still in there.
Oh, that's cool.
Which the blueberry moonshine and lemonade give you dog water. And our last but not least certainly is a bourbon. Now, everything that we do is naturally infused, all natural flavors, no colors, no caramels, no sugars, nothing's added to it, just all 100% natural flavors in every one of these. All of our products are available in every single liquor store throughout the state of North Dakota. We are quickly moving to the state of South Dakota, and within about 40 days, you guys will be the first to know. We should be available online at www.heartriverspirits.com. Order it online.
big shout out to Big Dog Distillery. Go check those guys out. In the links in the description. We made it to Fargo, North Dakota with BDS Motorsports. One car. We got both cars here. And this is the home of Donnie Schatz. And I believe his dad did a lot of the work around the racetrack. It looks like a beautiful facility. Like the track, the shape, kind of short straightaways, big sweeping turns, you know, kind of a bi-level banking. It's kind of flat at the bottom, banked up at the top. And that gives you really good racing. So another exciting night of races. Another exciting night at the racetrack. Thanks so much for clicking on the channel. Let's get this day started.
Trying to shake off the other night is tough. Gotta have trust in the race car. So we're gonna go gain some trust.
Just got done with practice in the 305 and the car felt really good, but the track was like extra greasy. So it's always tough when you're the first car out on the track. You just kind of blow the tires off and try to get the track worked in for everybody else. But we're in the first heat race with the 305 and we're in the fourth heat race with the 410. So we just built this thing yesterday. The boys were hard at work. Probably gonna have to squeeze the brakes a little bit, pump them, get a little bit of air out, but I'm getting ready to hop in the 410. Just got done with the 410 and boy, what a difference. 400 horsepower. She was ready to rip. Car felt really good. Track is slicking off. Eyes on the track. Brian. we just got done with the 305, and I think we ended up 4th from the tail, which isn't terrible. First time racing it, took off really nice, and that's a Speedway engine, but like the Speedway motors at the catalog that you buy parts, you know, all-star parts and whatever, well, they build engines, and I'm told they got like 25 of those things sitting at the shop. If you need a 305, go check out Speedway motors. All right, we just got done with the 410, and the place is very slick tonight. They went and did a rework before our heat race, gave us a little bit of a top. There was a little bit down on the bottom, so that was nice. Hopefully they're gonna do that again. But things laid left really nice. The car was so good in 3 and 4. I honestly just never got to where I felt like I could have kept pushing it harder and harder and harder, but you don't want to slip off the track and give away any spots you got. There is some passing points in there, but I don't know how that worked. We went 8th to 5th. You know, we were right there by 4th, but we just needed more laps. But in 1 and 2, the car would get in and it'd lay left, and then it would just sit there and never get up off of it. And typically, you know, it gets in, it lays left, and then as it's coming through the corner, it needs to like stand itself up and straighten out and get drive, and then it gets back down, it lays left, you burn it into the corner. Okay, that's in theory, that's my idea of what the car needs to do. So we were really nice in 3 and 4, but the car's a little bit too laid left in 1 and 2 because there's just not a lot of track to get a hold of anything. And so I didn't have anything to slide the thing into and stop it. And then when you slide the thing in and stop the right rear, it like stands the left rear up. Because every action, there's a reaction. You know, you stop the right rear, it stands the left rear up, okay? But we don't have that in 3 and 4, so. Got my guy, Brian, he's racking his brain. He even asked Ryan what Ryan thought. Ryan didn't have anything. I'm just kidding, Ryan. I'm just kidding, Ryan. You're a great help. I couldn't do this without you and Brian and Jeff and everybody that's along on this crew. Even Brian back at Super Shocks, thank you for you know, shipping us the shocks we needed. And yeah, hey, another beautiful night at the racetrack. All right, so the first night in the 305, and right off the bat, one of the biggest changes is that. Yeah, we're gonna be down there very good. This has a pin right here, and this is not adjustable like the 410. So we need to have that in the right place. Ultimately, it's the first night in the 305, so we're just logging notes and you know, trying some things. We start 13th in that, so I don't feel like we have much to lose. But Brian is afraid we don't want to get ourselves too tight with this thing only making 475 to the rear tires on the dyno. Ultimately, you know, you don't want to get the thing too tight and pull the motor down. So we were banging our heads together and to try to come up with a good idea of what to do on this thing. As slick as the track is, the speeds are slowing down. It might be time for a gear change. This thing doesn't have the power that the 410 does. So as the track slows down, you really need to keep the race car in the power. Yeah, you got it.
Okay, he's got his picker. Lemon pepper sauce. What number's on the bottom of that one right now?
4.
Number 4. Number 4 for Dave Hastings.
Is she gonna keep the sauce?
Hey, blazing buffaloes.
Awesome.
Buffaloes are a big deal around here. Oh yeah, we went 13th to 4th in the 305, and man, I felt really good. The boys put some gear to it, so I kind of rolled the bottom in the beginning and just was like, pick them off. Low horsepower, shortest way around the track. And then when I finally moved up in 3 and 4, the thing was so fun to drive. Like, what a treat. Thanks a lot to Brian and Jimmy and Ryan and everybody that came out and helped on the 305. You guys rock. Hey, thanks for watching the channel. I'm out. Later.